Hey all, I'm Shauna. Welcome in or welcome back to the channel. Today we have a bit of an interesting video and I'm going to be talking about an Instagram account that, in my opinion, promotes excessive overconsumption in the shower space. I don't think I'd call it shower talk, but in body care in the shower talk. That's not a cute, catchy title, but all the body care products that you would use while in the shower. I came across this channel when I was looking for restock videos, and the first time I saw anything from this account, my jaw hit the floor. So today I'm going to talk about why I think this channel promotes overconsumption on a pretty large scale. Now, two things before we begin. One, if you are familiar with this channel, please let's not leave them any negative comments. If this is a channel that you don't like and don't want to support, they don't need to know that. And we don't have to go leaving them individual comments. And number two, I'm not attempting to cancel this channel because I do think people watch them for entertainment value and for some other reasons, which we'll talk about. But I also think it is very possible to look at this channel and their content and want to reproduce some of it yourself as a consumer, or you could be inspired to overconsume and buy new products from this channel. And so ultimately, what I would like to arm you with is some information and to maybe give you some areas or some examples of how you might potentially be compelled or influenced to overconsume. And if you feel that way, then perhaps this channel is not for you. But if you feel like this is going to provide you entertainment value, then, keep doing your thing. I'm not here to dictate how you should spend your time online. This channel is really big. They have almost 1 million followers. I think they'll hit that. I really think that because they are so large and their consumption is so large as well, that there is a lot of power behind this channel and a lot of influence. And when somebody is power influential, I want to talk about it. And I want to talk about it for consumer awareness and to help you make more conscious choices with your money or potentially your viewership if these are things you want for yourself. So today we're going to talk about the ways I believe this channel promotes overconsumption and also some other points because I think this channel is very aware of what they're doing and are very aware about their impact on the internet or TikTok more specifically. Let's just talk about it. So I want to show you the very first TikTok that I ever saw from them so you can follow my journey a little bit, and then we'll talk next about why I think people like them. I'm just finding my TikTok. Here we go. So this TikTok has 2.8 million views.
Restock a few products in my shower with me. Everything is all good except for a couple of body scrubs. Let's start with the most obvious one, the Dove crushed macadamia and rice milk. It's completely empty. I can't tell you guys how many times I go through this scrub. It's just so good. I'm also going to put the new white peach and crushed rice scent on top. Next, onto the Tree Hut scrubs. Vanilla and watermelon are almost gone. I don't have backups of them. I'm gonna have to go to the store tomorrow. But Moroccan Rose and Pink Hibiscus have a bit left, but I do have backups of these, so I'm gonna put the rest of these products into the new jars. Oh my gosh, they are filled to the brim. This is how much product should be in Tree Hut scrubs. Now let's put them back. And perfect. Stay tuned for the other scrubs.
That's the video. And if you have never seen this channel before, then you might have had a reaction that was similar to mine. I was gaping when I saw this video. I was gaping. I kind of couldn't believe it. And this consumption is excessive. I don't think there's any other way to put it, but excessive. And this creator is well aware of this fact. And what I think this creator is doing with their account is waste baiting. I think there are different examples of waste baiting out there. Maybe I'll make my own video on it. But in this case, what I think is happening is that this creator is consuming in such excess that it verges on wasteful, and she is enraging people or making them kind of feel a certain kind of way through the excess, like a strong emotional reaction. It might not be rage. Sometimes it might be just shock, like it's a shock value, or maybe it's like waste shock isn't quite, it's catchy, but I think it shocks people. So there's this kind of rubbernecking effect that is happening where people can't really fathom what they're seeing, so they keep on watching. It's a bit of a curiosity on the internet. People feel this way because this is a level of excess that is so far beyond normal. People can't help but slow down their proverbial car and watch. The reason why I think the creator is aware of the effect that they have on people and are aware that their collection is very large and beyond normal is because of the TikToks that they've created. I'm going to show you an example. She has two. One says, "What a waste of money." And then the other one says, "Did you really spend $1,000 on your shower?" And her caption says, "Yes, and I'll do it again." So her video, "Did you really spend $1,000 on your shower?" has 2.4 million views. The creator has other videos where she talks about how much stuff she owns, but she also plays into this through her thumbnails. And I'm going to show you another couple of examples where there's like tons of products on the floor. And she's like cleaning things out. And she'll be like, "The whole floor was covered. This entire thing was covered. I can't believe I spent $200 at Target." She absolutely plays up the quantity that she owns, and also has other messaging like, "Why do you collect so much stuff? When you finally get adult money, once I got my job, it was all over." She plays into the excess and the quantity, and I also feel like this is in part a flex. Well, look at how much I own and look at how much money I've spent on stuff. This creator is well aware of the impact her content has on other people. She's made 2 videos on it. One of them has millions of views, and she's aware of how divisive it is and how strongly of an emotional reaction it evokes in other people. And so when she continues to promote her content or makes videos like the $1,000 one, it just impacts her engagement. Like, it gets people commenting and talking and watching, which is ultimately what she wants. And so on the "What a Waste of Money" TikTok, somebody wrote, "If she's got the money, let her do whatever she wants with it. She's the one working for it, not you." The creator responds, "Exactly." I'll throw the comment on the screen. And in the past, I've provided commentary on this exact perspective, saying that you don't have the right to spend your money how you want. And I've used the word right. And I've had many of you come in the comments kind of critiquing that language. And I actually want to share one of the comments on the screen. And y'all have changed my opinion just a little bit. And I think that, yes, she does have the right to spend her money as she wants because it is hers. Like, we physically cannot control her. Not saying we should, but she's the one who has control of her money. And so I think the language is more so she shouldn't have the right to spend her money how she wants because she's doing it online. I'm of the opinion that this channel promotes overconsumption. We can see that by her just sheer quantity of stuff and her collecting of stuff that ultimately expires. If she did nothing with it, all of this stuff would expire. I can see cases for collecting the Stanley. Even if I disagree, your Stanley should be there in 20 years. These body scrubs, these shower products are not going to be there in 20 years. And this is not really collecting. This is overconsumption because she is attempting to use some of this in some ways. And it's way beyond what anybody could even attempt to use. And I don't qualify somebody who owns 2 or 3 body washes as overconsumption. We're talking about somebody who has 30 body washes. She has, to her own account, over 50 Tree Hut scrubs. This, I feel like we can all agree, is overconsumption. We can disagree on whether she should or shouldn't overconsume, but I think it's fair to say. And it's also not just one thing. It's not just body wash, it's soap, it's scrubs, it's hair products, it's lotions, it's body mist. She has overconsumed every body product out there and is putting it out online. And this is an opinion I personally feel strongly about. If she wanted to consume like this in the privacy of her own home, I have nothing to say about it, because that is a private financial choice and that is a personal choice. The moment you start putting your private consuming habits and your private financial choices online, that is no longer private and that is public. It becomes public displays of consumption, public promotions of consumption, and potentially public encouragement of overconsumption. She actively, in my opinion, encourages people to overconsume through the existence of this content and also through the aestheticization of her content. She is providing, in some ways, like feeding into her subscribers who want her to put together shower routines will get there. And so she's encouraging people to try new stuff when she goes to the store, when she rates body scrubs, when she puts together shower routines and shows her shower products in appealing ways. Again, we'll get to that. This is not a private choice when somebody attempts to put their life online and then subsequently put this content in front of a million people. And so you go look at her comment section. This is undeniable proof that people see how she consumes and spends her money as ideal and as goals. This is a lifestyle or a consumption that would never have been promoted or on people's radars if it wasn't for her. I think she does provide something unique online that is different even when we look at the traditional restocks or traditional bathroom vlogs or things like that. She's doing something that is unique and standout, and people couldn't aspire to something that they haven't seen before. And this, I think, is what is happening. You're gonna see some scrolling of comments now because there are so many people who want this for themselves, and this is entirely the problem. It's not a problem when she's doing this in the comfort of her own home, because she's not influencing anybody else. And one person is not going to bring down the demise of our environment. Like, it's not going to rest on her back. Like, let's be clear. She is, however, encouraging people to overconsume, which is, can have individual financial implications, but also contributes to the overall levels of overconsumption that are rampant. Okay, so let's now take a closer look at this content so we can talk more about the ways that I believe her content promotes overconsumption. One of her most popular kinds of videos is the shower routine. So she'll either create a scent combination, or she'll take one from her followers and combine it to create a routine. Let me show you an example.
Could you please do a vanilla and cinnamon? Oh, I love this one. Let's get into it. First, shower tools. I picked out a white African net cloth. Next, bar soap, which is Dove's shea butter and vanilla. Now, body wash. I chose Tree Hut Cinnamon Dolce. I hope one day they will bring this scent back. Last, body scrub. The one I want to use is not here. It is over here. Cinnamon Dolce as well from Tree Hut. Now to pick a fragrance and lotion, which is going to be vanilla. Let's see. I chose basic vanilla from Pink. You could also throw in Tree Hut's vanilla body butter for an extra touch, but I'm not going to do so today.
We can see examples of excess in this video, and one of the reasons why I chose it is because in some videos you just see inside of her shower, so you kind of get the same view. But in these shower routine videos, you get to see her digging through backstock. You get to actually see her soap collection, not her body wash collection, her soap collection, her perfume collection. You can see all of the backstock that is not ordinarily camera facing. And the creator also regularly matches her silicone sponge and the shower nets to the routine, which is also an extra layer of consumption. One of the interesting parts of these routine videos is that she doesn't usually show herself putting these things on. She just says, let's create a X routine. Let's create a peach routine. Let's create a Sol de Janeiro scent 71 routine. And I've seen her go to the store and buy products because somebody's made a request and she doesn't have it. So she's like, all right, I have to get it because I got to make this routine, which is one thing. And I'm getting off track here. The point I'm trying to make is that she doesn't actually show herself using the routine. I have a mixed feeling about that because she's fanning the desire for products and for routines and ultimately hyping up consumption, but also not even using the things that is like implying that she's using. Like she's creating routines for her subscribers or like, you know, to put on her channel. And it's this pairing, this combination that has people interested in her content, but also buying these products and fueling this consumer flame and this idea of goals and smelling good and smelling like this, while also not using the products that she's showcasing. Like she's creating hype for something she's not doing, which is kind of the point. The shower routine videos are a key staple on her channel. And although I've shown you only a few throughout the duration of this video, she does dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And because these are a staple, I just want to take another second to underline why this contributes to overconsumption. Because she's not using these for herself and she's creating them for her audience, these are ultimately product recommendation videos. These might not look like a traditional product recommendation video, but that is exactly what they are. And the creator is picking all of the products of a routine instead of just a body wash or soap and just stopping there. She is creating an entire routine using every kind of product imaginable that one could use in a routine to recommend them to an audience. I would be saying something different if these were mainly for herself, because then you might be able to say, well, she's just showcasing her life and her collection. However, once we get into the territory of recommending products to her audience and creating scent combinations for them, these become recommendation videos. These become buy these products kinds of videos. I'm not trying to say she never used product, because she does, and she'll showcase herself in some instances actually applying product. And when you do, she's quite often overusing the product. Now, I'm not trying to gatekeep how much somebody uses product. I'm raising this to make a point. I'm going to show you an example of this in action because I think it's really poignant. In my opinion, she's overusing these products in a way that feels wasteful, but more importantly than that, she's doing it in a way that is aestheticizing the products themselves to make them look more exciting, more enticing, more aesthetic. Look how juicy this is. Look at how much this lathers. They feel, or she's using techniques that advertisers use when they're attempting to sell you body wash or shower supplies. Doesn't sound nice. When, shower products, the lather and the loofah and how nice it looks and the texture, the squeeze onto the hand or the sponge. It's that level of aestheticization and like visual appeal of the product. That is what she's doing when she's using in excess. It's different than just like a scrub down of something. It's the overuse for the aesthetic appeal, which is also part of enticing you to like these products, enticing you to want these products. It just feels like she's overcomplicating showering. And look, if you personally like having a lot of shower products, that's your prerogative, but it just feels like, because again, we're in a public space, she's overcomplicating showering and making it feel like this 10-step process. When if we're talking about body products, you only need a body wash or a soap. Sure, you could use a scrub, but you absolutely do not need one every time you shower. The creator is also well aware of this comment about overusing products, and she's created a TikTok on it. And the TikTok is like, when I use the amount of product that people say that I should use. And again, my criticism isn't to tell her, no, only use a dime size amount. It's the advertising purposes is kind of more my gripe and enticing her audience to overconsume. And I don't even know that we could call this somebody who is sharing their hobby online or their passion online, because there is a level of enticing people into the product and also enticing them to overconsume, because she does keep up on new releases and will go to Walmart and Target and showcase new products as they come out. So this isn't just some simple sharing products, because there's also a level of enticement and aestheticization and physical and visual appeal that comes with her channel, as we were just talking about with the way that she uses product. So here's the video that she made, and I feel like you can look at it as one of a few ways. Number one, somebody who has received a lot of negative comments about something that she has no intention of changing, and she is kind of making light of a situation that she might find frustrating or annoying. If I made that kind of content and I got the same criticism or same critique, I myself might get a little frustrated. Like, leave me the hell alone. I want to use as much product as I want to use. I can understand that component of it. I think it's also possible that she could potentially be responding to what I feel like are fair criticisms in bad faith. Like, people aren't actually telling you to use like this much. I think that's possible, and some people have kind of been accusing her of that. I think it's more of the former, and I can absolutely empathize with her that, being online, that there are people who can nitpick everything that you do, and it can be frustrating to get comments, and it also can be frustrating to also get valid comments, and sometimes it can be difficult to suss these things out. This creator is also part of the internet sensation and obsession of the Tree Hut. She herself says she owns over 50 body scrubs. I think her actual number is 53. And the constant display and use of these products fans the flame for this obsession. This is an item that the internet creators, the target girlies, love. And when I was doing my self-care shopping video, I saw so many of the folks mentioned in that video go to Target specifically for this product. And one of the creators, I think about 6, like, this is one of them where they're so, like, they're just being purchased. And also one of those things that you hear so much about online that eventually you could be like, oh, I want to try it too. You come across this creator who freaking loves them, shows them in every video, all of a sudden, maybe I should try the Tree Hut body scrub. And this is a brand that is heavily promoted on her channel, and it keeps this brand kind of like always on your mind, because you're always seeing it if you're on her channel a lot. And it's just one of those brands that is just spoken about a lot on her channel. So it can keep this interest in this brand alive. You know how they kind of say, like, out of sight, out of mind? I feel like if it's in sight, it's in mind. And it's one of the ways to keep this desire for this brand alive, or this desire to try new releases alive. You see something a lot, you're just more inclined to try it yourself. That kind of thing. It's also not just a casual referencing, though. It is, I don't know if it's fair to call this an obsession, but it feels a bit like an obsession when you have 53, when you're constantly showing new releases and going to stores for new drops. It's keeping up on new releases and prompting them to your audience to also keep up on them and to buy them too. And I really think her channel promotes a collect 'em all mentality. When you have a product that has so many different flavors and versions, that kind of does promote that a little bit. But then when you showcase them all, like, she very much has a collect 'em all type of showcase in her shower. I'm going to show you an example of this. So in one post, she goes to Ulta to talk about this birthday cake scent. So she has a photo of her holding up this birthday cake Tree Hut body scrub. And it's like, this new flavor is out now. The post is going to be on the screen. So in my opinion, this is a promotion for the product. I'm not saying that this is a sponsorship. I'm saying that she is promoting or endorsing this product. Like, she's advocating for it. Like, go buy this product. When you're saying it's out now, you're putting it on Keep talking like you do. You're putting it on your followers' minds. You're letting them know it exists. You already have a hype for Tree Hut. If anybody's familiar with her, it's probably the brand they might associate with her. Maybe that or Dove. It's this pre-existing connection. You know she loves it. And she's like, yeah, it's a promotion. That's what this is. However, in the very next post, when she's rating Tree Hut body scrubs, she rates this as a 6 out of 10 and saying she doesn't like the scent. So in one post, we have a promotion for a product that she then says she doesn't like and has already owned this thing before. So she promoted something that she doesn't actually like, but she knows from experience. I don't think it's a bad thing to necessarily aestheticize your shower. She does have things in her shower that some could argue are aestheticizing factors. Others could call it overconsumption, like decorations in your shower, lights in your shower, lamps in your shower. None of that is necessary to shower. Like, we don't need multiple lights inside our shower or all of this extra stuff. And I mean, I think you can know my opinion on that, but I don't want to necessarily squabble too much about all of the accoutrements in her shower. But here's one thing to keep in mind. This is in some ways for her a set because she is a creator. She monetizes this content. And so she does have a financial incentive to make her shower exciting and appealing when she puts Halloween decorations or Christmas decorations. And when she puts lights in her shower, she can control the environment. That is beneficial for her to make her content more exciting and interesting for you, the viewer. However, you, the viewer, are not making content online, and therefore you don't need those products. Do you get what I'm saying? And I was going to end talking about her 3-hour shower video, maybe editing Shauna will as well. Just want to say, like, a 3-hour shower is completely unnecessary. Like, we don't need that. Let me conclude by saying this. If you like her content and you find it enticing, exciting, or entertaining, by all means, continue to watch. However, do not let content like this make you feel inadequate about your shower or your shower routine, or make you feel like you need to buy more stuff in the name of a shower routine. You do not need multiple scents. You do not need multiple products. That is not what makes a shower routine. That is not necessary. Could you? Sure. But you do not need to go into debt. You do not need to spend beyond your means. And you do not need to aestheticize your shower. I bet you if you watched these videos and you felt enticed and compelled to spend more money, and to buy more products, or this kind of video just made you think more about the body wash that you're using or the kinds of brands, or made you want to try more brands, that is a real impact or potential of these kinds of videos. I bet you if you just didn't consume this content for a week, you'd forget about it. And that's also a bit of my point. She consistently puts shower products on your brain and puts new products in front of you, or in some ways the same kind of products in front of you that aren't new to her, but might be new to you. Might be products that you don't have and might make you feel like you need to go out and buy these products because she loves them so much. You don't. Your products are absolutely fine the way that they are. Maybe if you run out of your body wash and you're like, you know what? Maybe I will try that. Go for it. Go do your thing. But you absolutely do not need to buy more stuff. That's the video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again around here soon.